They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Play action now, Mills.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On play action, Mills.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Rodgers to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one man. Looked like he's arrived for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On third down, Strong.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Off the play fake, Mills. This ball caught by Mechie.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 13-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This throw right here, the throw to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arm.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On first down, Strong. This is intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there? When we finally hear from them, the game slowed down and they're able to handle things. Not so far for this rookie because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. On first and 10, Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They go play action. Mills.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Akins, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Back to throw. Strong. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Nice play by Jerry Hughes to drop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play fake, Mills.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. 3 first-half interceptions. You'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Caught by Woods. Oh, good move.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down, and refuse to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Operating from the gun. Strong.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL started. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, any question that for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Colts have taken the lead.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On play action, Allen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Rodgers on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down. Strong, eluding the pressure right. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first and 10, Strong. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to get that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Out of the gun now on third down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. It does a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Davis with it left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Off play action. Strong. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Oh, he shifts past him. Flashes another juke.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Colts.
Gabriel Davis
from 13 yards out.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Devon Kennard leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now we give to Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Strong. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Gabriel Davis.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
of the end zone comes Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Yannick Ngakoue. Just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard, 44 yards.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
really
want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They run once more with Taylor.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Strong. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing is Allen.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Allen. Into the hands of Cooks. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. One final try here for Allen. There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, left side. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.